Hi there, Fuzzball. Hello there. Welcome back to D&D. Welcome back to dun
Back to
Dun-da-da. Oh,
Dun-da-da.
all day, every day.
Dan.
yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
It is Four Corners D&D Arc 2 Session 4, The Search for the Pearl. We're back again. This time,
Black Ball.
I've updated the map. We can see lots of labels and things. Also, I haven't shown the map. I don't think I've even shown the map on stream
In a long
Arc
while.
2. Yeah.
But
But we're bringing it back. We're bringing back the map as the default page, landing
You're
page.
gonna make the map great again?
No.
Oof. Sorry. I'm sorry. I feel. Oh.
I'm
just gonna
awkward Trump
just-
reference at the beginning of the D&D stream.
I'm just gonna goodbye.
He's just gonna hide it.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
It's
gonna need
just
more coffee
completely
before we start making those
fucking-
jokes.
God, yeah.
Hello,
Destroy the
Cammy.
West Wing. It's just
Hi,
fucking-
Cammy. Yeah.
Another thing I was
No, it's
thinking of
fine.
doing is putting
Destroying history. It's
stream chat
whatever.
in this empty square instead.
That'd be nice.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think I've got
That
it
would be
ready right
nice.
now, so we're not going to do that now.
Oh, that's fine.
It'd be nice
gotta
until
fresh-
somebody pops in and then use some big gamer words there, and then it's gonna be on.
I would have
on
to...
the VOD.
Well, my bot will catch those.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yes.
bot will get all of
That's
that.
true.
Oh,
Right.
someone's ready for shenanigans. I too have a fresh cup. Probably about an hour and a half in before I actually am.
I have a fresh glass of
shenanigan.
lemonade. Wink.
Oh.
Full
Oh my. Oh.
of lemonade.
Oh no,
Yeah.
wait. It's.
So, we're just gonna play D&D.
We're doing a
wait.
D&D stream, but we're actually just gonna play Talisman.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you're not supposed to celebrate when someone makes the talisman joke. You're supposed to be like, "Oh, but I really want to play Cajol's D&D game.
Oh right. Yeah. Yeah. D&D game.
I don't want to play talisman. I want to
Annie-
play Cajol's
Annie, would you
D&D
like- would you like to
game."
play Talisman after this.
No.
Some Talisman afterwards.
I'm
Want a
gonna
bonfire
find
game?
you.
Or Theo, you want to bonk after?
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna
want to
bonk?
bonk after?
I've seen you guys playing Bonk.
Yeah.
You guys are obsessed with Bonk.
That
I'm
game
bonking
needs
Oh my
God.
multiplayer.
I played RV There yesterday.
Oh yeah.
So good.
I hear it's
It's
janky
hilarious.
but hilarious.
Dude,
yeah.
it's so jank, but it's great. It's so great.
What a title too, eh? RV There Yet?
RV There Yet?
It's perfect.
Right, D&D. So
D&D.
Dun, dun, dun.
last
Sorry.
time on D&D, our heroes had traveled, well, they'd completed their journey from the Crossroads Rest, which you can see here on the map, to Glathvine, having met up with Sybil the Witch in these woods right here. And
These
then
very
they
wood.
arrived at Glathvine the next day, and they had a look around. They found Tessimor's reagents shop, where they were looking for a pearl to identify the various magic items, sort of dangerous, evil magic items that they have in their possession. They found the shop, and they met Tessimor, an old half-elf man who was kind of a bit... His mind wandered, shall we say, and he just sort of rambled on a lot. But they couldn't find a pearl because
did.
it seemed that Tessimor's wagon, his supplies from Eastport down here, had been waylaid upon the road somewhere between Glathvine and Eastport, but they don't know where exactly. They also found a new companion, Katrin, the Red Dragonborn artificer who they met at Tessimor's because she was there searching for someone, a
friend of mine.
catfolk. Indeed, a catfolk named Tink, or Clancy Tinkerpaw as his full name. She was searching for this catfolk. And Tessimor told her that he had met the catfolk several months ago, but that he had left and gone east. At the same time, it seems that this pearl, Tessimor basically agreed to give the party the pearl for free if they could go and find out what happened to his supplies. So the party explored the town a little bit more. I think Skibiorn and Zerafina had gone to the church and they had a talk with the priestess in the church there. Katrin had spoken with a blacksmith and acquired some new smith's tools. And then I believe Sybil and Lucian had gone and spoken with the stable master, and they had acquired 2 draft horses and a cart that they were going to rent for the journey
Yes.
For
east.
$1 million.
For $1 million.
$6 gold.
6 gold a
A day.
day.
A day.
No, 5 gold a day, a 10 gold deposit.
It was 4 gold a day.
Oh my
No,
god,
You're not going to trick me. I've seen the
I
VOD.
completely forgotten about all the bargaining.
I'm angling
segment.
again. I'm rolling my actual dice to
That was
convince
a-
you. I'm rolling actual
A
dice.
20-minute segment of bargaining.
Of haggling.
Of
Haggling.
Fucking
over the rental
bargaining.
cost.
think
Of
I
a-
was
of a
muted half
mare.
of it as well.
Yeah. Anyway, so the way I want you to interpret this map, okay, so these hexes that you can see on the map here, each of those represents 1 day of travel at a slow pace, or 2 days of, or half a day of travel at a fast pace. So it will take you
Good lord.
Okay.
you
So it's
1
full
day
day,
at a fast
basically.
pace to cover 2 of these hexes, and it will take you 2 days at a slow pace to cover 2 of these hexes.
Yes.
So I'm
Eastport is so far.
I've fleshed out
Oh yeah.
the distances a little bit. I've tried to
Okay.
keep it relatively accurate to
Yeah.
The
how
world?
it's been recently, to how we've already been talking about it. But there might be a
Hmm.
few inconsistencies because, for example, the distance between the Crossroads Rest and the woods is, it's only about a day. But
Yeah.
I had described it as multiple days. But that's okay. Maps
Yeah.
aren't 100% accurate, especially in a
Listen,
medieval fantasy
The
setting
forest was
like this.
very moist, and navigating a forest is not easy.
Don't say moist
You
like
can
that.
get lost.
Don't say
It was
moist like
quite
that.
supple.
You were like,
Oh,
it was very
You can always
moist.
say damp,
Moist.
but damp also is not great.
No.
Damp is a good one.
Wet.
Ugh.
Mm.
We
That
can't say
was
that.
even worse somehow, even though that was probably the
We
most
can't
normal.
simplify this. It needs
wet
to
wood.
be more complicated.
a wet wood. Oh,
Yeah, you found me in my
no.
Yeah.
Ew, oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh no.
So how well built is this cart? Are we getting like, do we have shocks? Is it a smooth ride? Or no, just
Well,
kidding.
I'm
Does it
guessing
have
it will be
box
like
hydraulic
a,
suspension? Is what you're asking me.
I'm guessing as far as cards go, it will be in like somewhat pristine condition if it's a rental. It will be like
Have you driven rentals?
Driven a rental wagon. So it is a sturdily built wagon. It's not going to be the most
Okay.
comfortable travel. Especially
We can do
bear in mind
donuts
we
in
are
the
talking
wagon,
about like
right?
medieval quality roads here, we're not talking
Yeah.
about like smooth tarmac. You are traveling on like, it's not really even paved roads. It's like
yeah, it's just
dirt.
well trodden.
Yeah.
Right.
Well-trodden
Packed
roads,
turf.
basically.
Right.
We're
like
walking along
grooved out.
pavement.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So donuts in the wagon is a good idea. Perfect. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Donuts?
I'm gonna drift this fucking thing.
I
Yeah.
don't think they've been invented
Doing-
yet. Oh, you're talking about okay,
doing
right.
donuts.
You're talking about that kind of donut. I thought you were talking about like pastries.
No,
Nor-
you
nor.
fucking
What?
donut.
You fucking donut. So you gathered outside the provisions shop, Friendox Provisions in Glathfine, and you were planning to travel east along the road toward Kellin's Watch, keeping an eye out. Kellin's Watch I've also put on the map here with a little tower symbol. You were planning to
Ooh.
travel east along the road toward Kellin's Watch and look out for any signs of what might have happened to this wagon along the route. Kellin's Watch, as you can see, is about 4 days of travel away from Glathfine at a slow pace, or 2 at a fast pace. You will be traveling fairly slowly because you're driving a cart with draft horses.
Yeah. And obviously our sacks are on the cart. And then whoever wants to like just sit in the cart, rest their legs for a little bit.
Exactly. So that's my first question. As you head out east towards Glathfine, what is your marching order? Where is everyone in relation to the wagon and the cart? You need one person to be driving the cart at all times. Because
I think Lucien will probably attempt to drive it first because I do not
Okay.
have proficiency with land vehicles.
yeah,
I don't
none
think
of you
it's
have
legal
proficiency
for
with
you to
land
drive
vehicles, so when you
Yeah.
attempt to drive the cart without proficiency, you're going to need to make an animal handling check, and I will determine how well you're able to drive the cart based on that.
Like every so often.
Sounds
That's
good.
hilarious.
Okay,
That makes sense.
that's fair.
And also, everyone else needs to let me know. So, Lucien is driving the cart
Yes.
as you set out from Glathfine. It is,
Mhm.
I think it's kind of like early afternoon. I think it's probably still about mid-afternoon now, because you'd arrived in Glathfine in kind of
Yeah.
the early afternoon. You went about a few little bits of business. So I think it's probably about early afternoon. And Lucien's driving the cart. So where is Sybil?
I think she'll be at the front of the cart behind Lucian so she can peer over the edge and see.
So she's
where
sitting on the cart as well, like on the
Yeah,
on
I
the
mean,
front of the
Sybil is
cart.
small though, so
She's like
Might as
she
well.
doesn't really weigh much. Yeah, she's probably like
yeah.
I don't
she
even
might
know
as
how much
well,
would she
yeah.
weigh, like 45 kilos or something. So she's probably really
My God,
really
kilos.
Definitely
Yeah,
lighter than
yeah.
a duck.
45
she is a witch.
kilos. That would be right.
She's lighter than a duck.
80 pounds? Let's
80
have a look.
pounds. Yeah. Okay.
2.2 pounds
Thank
per
you
kilo.
for doing the math for me.
80 pounds, or I mean, the thing is, I use
No,
kilos
it's
because
more.
I'm weird, but like most people in the UK would use pounds or
I
stone.
think
Mm.
It's
Catherine would have put her
100
pack
pounds.
in the cart
Yeah,
because she's tired of carrying it because she's really not that strong. She's
Okay.
just
and I mean you've got your
Smart.
new smithing tools in there as well, so they're probably hefty.
So Katrin's putting her pack in the cart. Where is Katrin herself? Is she going to be walking alongside or behind?
I'm gonna walk alongside the cart, I think, because I'm tall, so my gait is okay. So I can keep up now that I not have to carry the cart. I mean, carry my pack. And when I put it up into the cart, I have to like really hoist it in because I don't have very good strength.
Oh dear. Okay, and Skibion, where are you?
Can we figure out where Zerafina is first? Because that's where he would be,
Okay then.
or at least next to her.
Okay, yeah, okay. Zerafina, where will you be as you're traveling along?
I think she'll be sitting like at the back of the cart, like looking out towards the back. And if there's a way
Feetsies
to hang her
dangling
legs off.
off.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Oh, that's so cute.
How sweet.
Then Ski would be
Pre-run vibes.
behind the cart, probably carrying on a conversation with her.
All right, so Zerafina's sitting in the back, legs dangling off. Sybil sitting on the front, along with sort of slightly behind and above Lucian, who's sitting on the front sort of step of the cart, driving the draft horses, while Katrin is walking alongside the cart as you begin your trundling journey down the great east-west road, the Queen's Hare, toward Killian's Watch. Where is the axe?
Someone took it from
yeah.
Ski. Zerafina, I think Zerafina
Zerafina
took
still
Did you
it.
put
had
it-
it. Yeah,
Got it strapped to a back, yeah.
strapped to my pack. Yeah,
So it's probably in the cart.
Probably in the cart.
Mhm.
yeah.
Towards
Alright.
the front, away from Ski.
The cart
Probably
feels
just
a
right behind
bloodlust.
her on the
Yeah.
cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skibion, you
Like
do
leaning-
feel a
Leaning against it.
desire
I
to
assume
hold
it-
the axe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say I probably feel an itch, don't I? Oh, okay. I got a goal in
The
this a
fucking
little
axe. The axe is just whispering to Ski, "Feed me, Seymour."
bit. Oh no!
Feed me. So you set off in the mid-afternoon, and you roll out from Glathfine, and the road runs pale and straight ahead of you, and there are hedgerows and low stone walls to either side of the road. Lucian, please make an animal handling check.
Before I do that, could I potentially give myself advantage by speaking with the horses using speak with animals?
Oi.
You can cast speak with animals and speak with the horses if you want, and I will play the horses.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yay!
I have to do it.
Yes!
What choice do I have?
Yes.
So Lucian is just gonna he's got the reins and he's gonna be like, he's gonna hi there, fellas.
There.
Let me introduce myself. I am Lucian. I will be the driver for today. I just want to ask both of you, what are your names?
Well, my name is Apple, and this here is Peach sitting beside me here.
Oh,
Yes. Pleasure to meet you,
Very-
Lucian. Have you ever driven a wagon before?
I have never driven. That's why I come to you to ask you if you could assist me, just making this trip as pleasant and as easy as possible. And then I do have a few apples in my pack.
Oh
that I
my,
am willing to
well,
share.
in exchange for an apple, perchance I would consider helping you along your way in a most
That is
smooth and kind way. Indeed.
Perfect. And then all you need to let me know is when you need to take a little bit of a break. We can rest up a little bit, and then we can just be on our way again.
Well, that is very considerate of you, isn't it, Peach? Oh, yes, very considerate indeed. We've had quite some horrible wagon drivers in the past. Yes, we certainly have, haven't we? And they start nattering away, and you can just hear them talking and nattering along. Meanwhile,
Absolutely appalling.
what the rest of you see is you just see Lucian braying like a horse.
Oh, he would be braying. Okay.
I'm gonna just give the most side eye look at him. What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Are you talking to those horses?
Oh yes, we were just having a conversation.
Uh-huh.
And as a result, in fact, rather than giving you advantage, I'm going to let you forego. You don't need to roll. You're fine.
Oh,
They have agreed to be good horses for you.
very nice.
Aw, so sweet.
So yes, you roll out. The horses are sort of nattering away. Indeed, like a couple of old women. They're just nattering about past times that they've been driven along. And you're heading out east across the way. Does anyone else want to say or do anything or react as you continue on?
I think just for continuity, I'm going to take off the cloth that was binding my eye while I was in town.
You reveal
There was-
your black
Skin
eye.
breathe a bit.
I see.
Mr. Feener, did you was Lucian's talkings to you, or what was he saying up there?
I don't know. I think he was speaking with the horses.
Oh, or it was new. Lucian's was a strange one, or even a stranger now. So,
How is that, big man?
Or nothing. You keep on driving there. Or
No, okay.
oh dear.
This fucking guy.
You continue on east, and you see farm plots to either side of the road, and they give way to open pasture with patches of scrub and lone birch trees. As you continue east, you can see that old waystones kind of seem to mark the miles. So every mile there is a waystone sticking up from the side of the road. Somewhere ahead, there lies Kellin's Watch, which is essentially a watch post, but that is a few days' journey. So you are going to continue along with your cart as the sun is currently high overhead, and it continues along, continues down, and eventually you come to where the pastures and the fields they kind of give way to these rolling hills a little bit, and you make camp for the night. Is there anything that you're thinking about or wanting to discuss with your companions? Anything about your goals or your desires, or anything that you would like to divulge as you settle down around a campfire and prepare some rations for the night?
I'm going to be very curious about Sybil's eye and the markings on their face, just because it's very interesting to me. One, I haven't seen that before, so I'm going to approach. What did you say your name was again?
It's still Sybil.
Oh, I'm sorry that I forgot. I was wondering, I was curious, and I don't mean to be rude, but the markings on your eye, around your eye, on your face, what does that mean? If you don't mind telling, if that's more of a secret to you, that's fine. You can keep your secrets, but I was just curious.
Those would be a gift from Mother Dearest. They're wards to keep a particularly potent spell localized to that eye and not in the other one, I suppose.
And by gifts, do you mean like good gifts or forced upon you gifts?
Very much the latter, I'm afraid.
Oh, sorry.
Bad gift.
You whispering something over there, Lucian?
Huh? What? Oh, sorry, I was eavesdropping. I mean, I was not eavesdropping. I was talking to the horses again.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did you? I'm very curious as to how a group of this, of all of you, kind of came together. It's not common to see any one of you traveling together. It's nice to see different
I
Um,
fed me and promised me jewelry.
well, that would get any person really, I guess, to journey along with, including myself. But I was curious, I guess, how all of you met each other. You just kind of bump
Oh,
into each other, or
it was an interesting story. Very interesting story. We met at a bar, and that was basically it.
you oh, well,
Yeah,
listen.
yeah.
I
Listen. I didn't say it was a long story. It was
No,
just
you did not. You just said it was interesting. So, and there are very interesting people at a bar or tavern I've come to notice in my travels. So, yeah,
yeah. Bar is
interesting.
like a new word. I just
Oh,
everybody uses the word tavern and whatever. It's like there is usually a counter, and I like to call it a bar counter.
well, there's no real bar unless there's the
There's bars
stools that you.
supporting it
I would.
underneath.
This is true.
We don't have to get into the physicality of it. It's fine. Also, if you don't mind me asking,
Mhm.
I don't mean to be rude, but it seems like you have somewhat of a injury. What happened?
Oh, yes. Well, let's see. That story, I was when I was working, I grew up in a dragonborn clan that I decided to leave. Unfortunately, I probably will not be able to go
Oh.
back. But then I found my way to a little place in Dust, and started working for someone there. And unfortunately, when I came back from making a delivery, there were some not great catfolk in there who had how do I put this? Murdered my friend. So
Oh.
I I've been trying to find their apprentice, their, I guess that's the word, um who I'm looking for,
Mhm.
Clancy, Tink, to let him know that
Oh.
his master is no longer with us. But in the whole rush of things, I was shot at by with a device. It doesn't shoot magic. It shoots boy, it's kind of hard to describe. Like metal balls kind of. And
That sounds
it,
very unrealistic. I mean, it's like
okay,
if
so
you said
think of
magic, I would have been like that. In this world, makes sense. Metal ball
well,
projectiles.
think of
That sounds rather
a
over.
crossbow. Let me try and bring this down. Think of a crossbow.
Crossbow, yeah.
But instead of
Bolts. You
the
mean bolt?
bolts, but just the tip part.
Just the tip. I still sounds very unrealistic. I'm gonna be
Okay,
honest
well,
with you.
either way, it blew off my horn. But I managed to move out of the way, sort of quick enough that it didn't
Gods.
blow off of my brain. So
What an age this is. Moving projectiles.
yeah,
Balls.
yeah.
Without a shaft as
So
well.
odd.
But I don't really
So
like.
odd.
I don't.
Yeah. I thought I had a dirty mind. Look at this one.
I don't really like using guns. Is the word for that? I'd rather use my
Fuck did you
crossbow.
say?
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Guns,
I think.
I can.
Buns.
No, with a you know what? Never mind. Anyways, that's how that happened. The other scars are just
Oh.
from experiments that kind of went wrong when I was building my gauntlets.
I see.
Honey's so funny, man. I'm literally going red laughing. So the rest of you would not have heard about firearms or guns
Mm-mm.
generally. You're all from fairly secluded places. Katrin, you are quite familiar with the knowledge of them, but and actually most
Trying to explain it is hard
Yeah.
because it's like,
you're like, how do I explain it
how do I
to
say
someone
this?
who's never heard of it before?
Yeah.
Never
A lot
seen
of
this
a lot
thing.
of the humans and like people in Valand would probably have heard tell of firearms because they are used in obviously in Dust to the west, and kind of more rudimentary ones are used by sailors and pirates, but they're not that common. And there might be wealthy individuals like nobles and wealthy merchants that might
Yeah.
have these as almost as like curiosity pieces. But Sybil, you lived in the woods for God knows how long. Skibiorn, you lived in some mountain village. Lucien, you
Yeah.
come from the Underdark.
I come from the Underdark.
So to you, like you said, if she'd said magic, whatever.
That
There's
makes
lots of
sense.
very advanced magic in the Underdark. Very, very advanced. But projectiles? What the hell? And Zerafina, of course, you come from like kind of a secluded elven sanctuary. So this stuff is quite unfamiliar to you.
Anywho's, listen.
Mhm.
As long as it looks like it was at that time very painful.
Yeah, it didn't really feel very great. I will say, there's
Rattled
not.
your brain a little bit.
It did kind of. I mean, yes. Yes.
Give you
Um,
the scramblies, as we call them.
the scramblies.
The
Oh, okay.
scramblies, you get disorientated. You're like, where the
Oh,
fuck
yes.
am I? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I still was coherent as to where I was.
Mm.
But it did not feel great. It did not
can
feel
imagine.
great. Unfortunately too, when I had to get away, the entire shop blew up. So I'll have to eventually
Oh.
go back and rebuild, but I don't know how long that will be. So
I see.
first
Well, I
step
will
is
make
to finding Tink. So
finding Tink. Now, the intentions with Tink, do you want to like because we're really good at that.
no.
We're
Tink.
really good at it.
Oh,
Tink good. Tink is good.
Good. Tink is good. Yes, Tink is good.
Oh, okay, I
They
see.
came to my town, and
Mm.
they were the reason why I decided to leave
I see. Okay, I'm
my
following.
clan. Yes. So
I see.
which honestly was a wonderful decision because
Mm.
I don't intend to go back, but I mean if I have to, I must, but
Like a
I
clan
don't.
of red dragon bones. Big, scaly
Ye-
red dragon bones.
Yes. Yeah, they're a lot bigger than I am actually. I'm
Oh, I see.
a little, I guess the words that they used were runty. So,
I see.
mhm.
Interesting. Okay.
Will the horn grow back at
Well,
all?
that is
What
a
was
good
that?
question, actually.
Will the horn grow back? Is it more of a
Um,
bone thing or is it more keratinized?
I don't. So, no, my horn will not grow back. It kind of, when
Oh,
it blasted it off, it kind of, I don't know, it did some damage that
went
I have.
flying.
Yeah, it did some damage. One of the cat folk grabbed the piece of the horn and ran off. I have no idea why, because I don't think they're worth anything. But other than that's my horn and maybe a trophy he took,
That is
I'm not
very
sure.
odd, though.
It's gross. But yeah, no.
Mm.
Yeah, the horn
You
will
know,
But
not
I
grow
wouldn't.
back,
I
but it
wouldn't
would.
mind. I wouldn't.
So the
What was that?
the horn wouldn't grow back, but it would not like it wouldn't be like the interior part of the horn would be exposed forever. It would grow over, but it wouldn't
Like a
It'll
scar.
grow.
Yeah.
retain its form like shape, but it would scar over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
However, the people, the cat folk that did that, I wouldn't mind taking care
Yeah.
of, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
So I did try to find them immediately after. I did
Mm.
not find them. They are poofed. I don't know. But
Well,
I would
yeah.
definitely like to find them
We'll be
eventually.
sure. We'll be sure to
Mhm.
just keep an eye out for these cat folk running around with their buns. We'll be careful.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll come this direction, but yeah.
A very peculiar name for this device, buns. Anyways,
No, it's
Yeah, cat folk with their buns out. Very
guns.
careful.
No, guns with a
that's what I said, buns. Anyways, I'm gonna go
Okay.
feed Oasis. I will be right back.
Okay.
Fucking buns. What the hell, man? What they call these buns?
So does he speak to horses often? Is that something we should be concerned about?
Or this is the first times I've ever seen him speak to any other animal, or
Oh,
don't rightly know.
it's very interesting.
Yeah, when did you learn that? Is that from being warlock?
No, that was I took that for my bard. I was like,
Oh, you already had it.
surely this is gonna come in handy at some point, right? I'm gonna have to talk to a squirrel.
Did you cast that as a ritual? Can
Squirrel.
it be cast as a ritual, or is it just a first level spell?
Oh, that is a
use?
good question.
Yeah, it can be
actually.
cast
Can
as
I
a
use it
ritual.
as- So I don't have to use it as a spell. Then I would have like done my little ritual thingy.
But it will take
Okay,
10
okay.
minutes. It does take 10
10
minutes
minutes.
to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything that you can cast as a ritual, essentially what it means is that you don't need to use any of the components. Like you don't need to use verbal. You do need to use verbal and somatic, but you don't need to use components or any spell slots. But it will. But that just means that it takes 10 minutes instead of being instant.
You don't have to
Instant,
have it
okay.
prepared either.
Yeah, you don't have to have it prepared.
Oh, okay.
But you're a bard, so I don't think you prepare spells anyway,
Yeah.
do you?
Well, I do at a certain, but I'm not at that level yet. It's gonna take a while to get there. But yeah.
Okay, so the fire burns low. You share some rations around, and so make sure you remove a ration because every day of travel you use a ration. That's why you need to.
Ration.
That's why you need to stock up on rations before a journey. Otherwise, have some other means of acquiring food. But yeah, the fire burns low. You share some rations together, and then night falls. Stars come out, and all is calm and fairly quiet. There aren't. On the previous day, when you had been traveling east, you saw a few travelers. The east-west road, the Queen's Hair, is a fairly common route for caravans to travel through. Obviously, trade. It's a trade route from the port to the capital city. So you did see a few other wagons traveling west. There's others going east as well. But when you settle down for the evening, you still see like one or two wagons moving by, maybe continue on a little further before the people driving them decide to rest, much like yourselves. But obviously traffic quietens down overnight as you settle down. And eventually, it gets late and you settle in for the night. And then the night passes, and let me just do a little cheeky little roll here.
Cheeky?
I need to do my
What the-
points as well.
I'm sure. I'm sure it has nothing to do with anything. It's
Of course not.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for sure.
He's just misses rolling.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, and so the night passes uneventfully. And then
Oh.
in the morning,
Good.
the sun begins to rise. You hear the sound of bird song spreading from, the few trees that surround your little camp here. Is that your new portent die?
Yeah, just doing it in the background. So
Do you need me to roll something for that as well?
yes, I'll just get the d20s out of the way because I need to do that anyway. It's part of the long rest.
Is it just a d6 that I roll, isn't it? I don't remember your prompts.
I've got the chart. I can give you 1 second.
A whole chart.
A little chart.
Little fart.
I'm actually
Show him
quite
a chart.
disappointed nothing happened in the night. I'm quite eager.
Oh,
Eager for what? Murder?
Yes.
murder.
I mean, no.
Murder.
Murder.
Yeah, I've
Master has
But
given
DMs
Dobby a
and
murder.
Okay. All right. So as you wake, you hear the sounds of the sort of bird song, and you hear the occasional sort of like. It's not that busy along this road, but every sort of 20 minutes, half an hour or so, the trundling of cartwheels as people sort of travel, not necessarily going all the way to Eastport. There's farms out here. People might be traveling back from the market and things like that. But yeah, as you wake, Sybil, you have a splitting headache.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's like at least that's easier to conceal.
Mm.
A splitting headache? Wow. So
Even
you
so,
conceal that, jeez.
the light of the sun above is kind of, it's blinding to you. It's kind of like biting at your head, and you've got this sort of pounding pain in your head that you're trying to conceal from the rest of the party, I guess.
Yeah, I'll adjust my hat downward a little bit so that the brim covers my eyes a little bit more.
Would we all notice this or no? Is that just normal behavior?
It's up to
Don't let
you,
you
I
know.
guess.
You've known
We've only
me a
known
day.
Sybil
Is it
for
normal
one
behavior?
day, so
Yeah.
Only a day. It's been a day.
we've known Sybil for an extra
I
4
know
hours.
nothing.
I think obviously also just to say from having to say this every time, I'm gonna do another speak with animal rituals and just go give the horses each an apple.
Okay. The horses thank you for the apple,
Oh,
and they chow down happily on the
they
apple.
chow down the apple. Okay, that's good.
Chow down happily on the apple.
Happily.
Happily on the apple.
It's so happily.
Good.
All right. So, when you're all settled and all sorted, you head out again and you continue along the road. The terrain here is getting a bit more hilly as you're heading into these kind of hills further east from Glathvine, and you see less and less farmland as you head this way, but you still see the occasional sort of like chimney of smoke behind hills where there are trails occasionally leading away from this main road that maybe lead to some of the more secluded farms out here. As you continue on, by about early afternoon on the second day, you reach a point where there is a widened ditch by the side of the road. Skibion, you see, this would be more noteworthy to you, because what you see there is that someone has raised a low cairn of hand-stacked stones.
I walk
Much
over to
like
the
the one that
cairn
you saw before.
and I investigate, and I kneel down, and I try to investigate it without touching it yet.
Right. So, Lucien, do you pull the cart to a stop beside this
Yeah,
scene?
I think Lucien will just be like, "Oh, easy there, ladies. Let's just take a break here for a second."
Okay, if you want. If that's what you want to do.
Yeah, yes. You rest up here for a second. We're just gonna look at something very quickly.
The horses move over to the side of the road and start chowing on some grass.
Ooh, this is the best kind of grass.
Just be careful, big man. The last time I kicked over some stuff, some bad things happened. So please just do not touch it.
Why are we stopping?
Oh,
Ooh.
the big man is wandering off. I
Oh.
don't know.
Actually, yeah, I don't answer Katrin's question.
Yeah, no. I was,
Um,
yeah.
I see. I thought maybe I heard you.
Oh.
Do I glean anything or recognize the way the stones are placed? And do I?
Yeah, I'll get to that. So, first of all, Skibion, you're approaching this pile of stones, this stack of stones. Does anyone else react? Obviously, Katrin asked if what he was doing, but Sybil, do you want to react at all in any way?
Well, the most concerning he's been is around the axe, and I think that's still in the back of the cart with us. I will be curious though. I will lean over the side and just watch him.
Okay, and what about Zerafina?
I think Zerafina will follow him, but like not super closely, like giving him space.
At a safe distance.
You're following him at like a middle distance. Okay.
Yeah.
Ski, what you see is you can see that there is a pile of hand stacked stones with a flat kind of capstone on top of it. And as you look down at this pile of stones, you see that there is an image scratched into this capstone. It is the profile of a mountain with a small bloom scratched in beneath it.
A small what scratched in?
Bloom, like a flower.
Okay. I would like to investigate, and I would like to investigate this symbol and see if I can. Do I know what it means?
Of course, like yeah, you don't need to roll at all. This is the sign of Oramatha. This is definitely
Oh.
a seeker's cairn.
I would like to stand up and walk further into the forest past the cairn.
Okay.
Where's he going?
I don't Ski,
You might need a piss.
please. I mean,
If you hear a tree fall down, you know he did.
I mean, we would definitely hear that. It sounds like a roaring river. He's quite tall. But Ski, just don't wander off too far, please.
Ski didn't hear Lucian.
Should we follow him?
Zerafina, how do you react? Because you're the closest to him. Are you following him into the woods, or do you want to look at this cairn as well? What would you like to do?
Yeah, I would assume that she also sees the symbol and would know it because she, knows everything about the about Aramatha. So yeah, she would.
You would know
That's
that
right, he
waymarks
does.
like this, you would know that waymarks like this often offer shelter or direction to pilgrims in search of Oramatha.
Oh, okay. So is it showing a direction then? Like a specific, I don't know, like cardinal direction or something? Like a sign? Or is it like
So you can make an investigation check to see if there's anything else around this cairn. Skibion, you have
First
immediately
roll.
gone tramping off into the woods.
Oh,
So
well.
what are you doing? Are you like looking around?
Not bad.
Skibion, what are you doing in the woods?
Oh, I thought you were asking Zerafina.
No.
My bad. I just
Didn't
wanted
hear
to.
shit. Just
No.
fucking walk off.
In fact, I went so far into the woods I didn't even hear the DM. I just kept walking perpendicularly straight from the road, or from the path, hoping that I would find something.
Okay.
Another sign, perhaps, or something bigger than that.
Okay.
Do we need to follow you?
Ski doesn't answer.
I don't think he can hear you anymore. He's doing his own thing.
Well, I was also asking the elf, Seraphina.
Oh.
She seems to be following after him.
No, she's investigating the cairn. He's wandered off into the woods on his own. Zerafina is investigating the pile of stones.
She seems to be trying to figure out why Big Man wandered off into the woods.
I think
I'll down from the cart and approach Zerafina and just ask, is he being frightening again? Do I need to get the charm ready?
That's right.
No, I don't think this has to do with that. I think this is what he's been looking for. This is why he ventured out this way.
Oh, interesting.
What has he been looking for?
Well, this is a cairn for Aramatha, the goddess that his people worship. He's been looking for He's been looking for these cairns to find what was it that he was looking for exactly? Like a
I'm looking for her.
oh okay, yeah. He was looking for Armather.
He's in search for God.
Hmm.
So, like a holy journey?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Let's have a look at these rocks, see what's got him excited about them.
So yeah, did I notice anything when I was looking at the
Yeah,
cairn?
so you rolled in, what did you roll? An investigation.
17.
It was a
Thank you for the
17.
follow, silly Vlad. Thank you. So yeah, you search with your 17 investigation. Sybil, are you also trying to like investigate this pile of stones as well?
Yes, I'll have a look.
You can roll, you can choose. So Zerafina's already used an investigation. There's a few other choices that you can roll. You can either do a survival check, or you could do a history check.
I'll do history. Why not?
Okay.
I actually have a history book in my pack. It might actually come useful.
Oh,
I'm gonna walk back over to the cart.
Whoa.
Ooh.
You're going to keep
Dang.
an eye on the axe in case Ski like sneaks up around the corner and takes it.
Or rushes
No, just
rushes the cart and grabs it.
yeah, no, I just the holy stuff doesn't necessarily interest me. It's not science or like, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, that's fine. So I go back to the cart.
Science. Right, so Zerafina, with your investigation check, you find actually that there is a feather weighed down. It's sort of like pressed in between some of the rocks in the pile. There is a feather there. It is a white feather, about, let's say, kind of 8 inches long. It looks like the feather of a gull.
I'm assuming this might be symbolic or something having to do with the religion.
That's what you find. You don't know what it means.
Okay. Even though I know everything about the religion, that it doesn't have to do with that, I'm guessing.
All you know is that these shrines will often have clues as to the direction in which the seeker went.
Okay. So the feather's probably a clue of which way to go.
And Sybil, with your history check, you recall a bit of the information that Zerafina already has. So essentially, that Orimatha is a that seekers of Orimatha historically pile these kind of stones by the sides of roads. You might have occasionally seen them before near the woods where you have grown up, from seekers that might have traveled that way. These seekers aren't very common, so a lot of the time these cairns will have been worn down or scattered over time before another seeker even chances upon them. But yeah, that is essentially what you recall with your history check.
Rather nice feather you found.
Yeah, I think this is a clue as to which way to head next.
Gullwood, apparently.
Gullwood?
That was my attempt at a joke, dear. Sorry.
Ah, sorry. Is the way Ski went, is there anything to do with birds that way? I don't know.
I think he just wandered off aimlessly.
I think Zerafina's gonna go after Ski.
Skibion, can you please roll a survival check as you're wandering in the woods?
Ruh-roh Raggy.
Mm,
You get assassinated.
Could you imagine?
no,
Oh
no.
no,
Oh no.
that's 7.
Oh, no.
Just kidding. Yeah, you wander through the woods. What did you get? A 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really spot anything here. Whether this seeker had rested here or whether they had simply piled the stones and left, you can't tell, but you can't find any sign of like lingering presence here. Perhaps the cairn itself might offer you some clue as to how long ago it was built or where the seeker was going.
Okay. Well, I start walking back towards the road. Try to find the cairn again.
Yeah, I mean, returning to the road, you do see the rest of your party, the wagon and the 2 horses. You see Zerafina and Sybil gathered around the pile, and Catherine and Lucian holding back beside the cart.
Oh, good, he's come back. Does that mean we can get going with our journey?
I kneel
I
down
mean,
again
well,
to the
as soon as everybody's
to
back.
the cairn and try to investigate further to see if there was information that I had missed earlier.
All
I
right.
think Serafina's gonna point out the feather.
Mm.
That's a good eye, Miss Zerafina. I completely missed that earlier, I did.
Do I know?
It's okay.
Do I know what the feather means?
You can roll
Mhm.
an insight check. It's going to be a fairly easy DC.
Fuck no. No. No.
Even with a 4, even with it being an
It's
easy
fairly
DC, a
easy
4 is not gonna is not
No.
gonna be enough, I'm afraid. But yeah, you know that what you know without a roll affecting it whatsoever, what you would know simply being a Cloud Goliath and one who is in search of not only Oromatha but of your father as well.
Mhm.
What you know is that often, seekers will leave clues by
Mhm.
the piles that they make to tell those who come after what direction they might have gone in. So you think that this feather probably must have some meaning to do with this. It was intentionally placed there, essentially.
Mhm.
But you don't recognize what type of feather this is. You've never seen this type of bird in your like little mountain tribal village or anything like that. So you've got no idea what that could be. What else could you potentially know without rolling? DM has to make DM decisions.
Well, I look to Zerafina and say,
I don't remember what directions the feather's supposed to tell us me, or I can't remember if I'm supposed to follow the feather tip or the base, or in what direction, or well, I think so. I think the type of feather and whatever bird it comes from makes a difference, but can't rightly recall.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I was thinking maybe that it had to do with a clue as to where the type of bird that has these kind of feathers is native to, but you're right, it might be pointing as well.
I
I'm not
just
sure.
can't remember how to read it. Is all. Yeah. Oh, it's all
There are
very
many different ways to
frustrating.
point out a direction. Choosing a
Oh.
feather in itself has some intentionality behind it. Maybe it's where one would expect to find that bird nesting sites or something like that.
Don't worry. Of course, it must be pointing to something, but don't rightly remember which way it's supposed to be pointing, sir.
Can Lucian and I
Oh,
hear any of these conversations? Or are we too far
Yeah,
away
I mean,
from them?
this is like this cairn is beside the road. You've pulled up the
Okay.
Yeah, we
horses
are.
on the road. You're like
Oh, okay.
15 feet away. Like you can hear this whole
Okay, yeah.
exchange.
Okay.
this is all very frustrating today, sir.
He stands up and
You suddenly feel the urge to pick
walks
up your
around.
axe.
His hands start trying to grip something that doesn't exist, and he goes, and he's looking at the cart, and he's getting a little itchy, and he just starts scratching a little bit.
Or, Mr. Feener, where did you put my axe?
Don't worry about the axe right now. She's gonna put her hand on his shoulder and be like, let's just try to figure out what this feather means.
No, but
This is what you're here for.
I feel like if I grab my axe a little bit, so I'll calm down. Or
Lucian is going to take the pack off the wagon and just put it beside the wagon. Sneakily. Very stealthy like.
Do I notice this?
Should
Up to
probably
you.
roll for that.
Are you trying to be stealthy, Lucian, doing that? Like sneakily.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Lucian, roll a sleight of hand.
Can I help
Okay.
him with a thaumaturgy?
Yeah, how do you do that?
Is he gonna be
So-
okay?
With
Why are you touching
thaumaturgy,
his
I
stuff?
can triple the volume of my voice. So I'll tell Ski. So don't you worry about the axe. Worry about the feather. What do birds
Oh.
mean to your people?
And your voice is tripled in volume when you say this.
And why is
I
he
can- I can-
yelling?
Up to triple.
Okay,
Why
in,
is she
in that case,
yelling?
I will give you, Lucian, a advantage on your
Oh,
sleight of hand.
Thank you.
Goddamn. Is that a dirty 20?
Whoa!
Double,
Oh,
Double
well
17 spell.
Double 17.
So,
dirty 20.
hello, Shadow.
Yeah.
I missed that.
It's a dirty
Ski,
20.
so you need to roll a perception check, and the DC is
I swear
20.
if you get a fucking nat
Oh,
20
fuck
now, my
off.
guy.
No,
okay,
I got a
good.
14.
Yeah, no, you do not spot Lucian move Zerafina's pack with attached axe around the back of the cart, as you
Oh.
are distracted by Sybil's loud, booming
Sybil's-
voice saying, "Look at the feather," or whatever.
Yeah. Don't worry about the axe, the feather.
Should I check
I-
to see if Seraphina notices since it is her pack? I think she would.
Sure,
Like
if
first
you're
step?
if you're looking at it, you can try a perception as well with DC 20.
Just imagine like Lucian trying to be sneaky, but still dragging this axe and
Yeah.
pack that's gigantic.
Okay.
Thankfully,
Ooh,
Zerafina and Sybil, Zerafina
Ugh.
and Skibion, both their attentions are just suddenly caught by probably very unexpected Sybil loud voice.
that was crazy close, though. Dang.
It was
Um,
close.
But no cigar.
So Ski turns around and looks at Sybil, and his like in his need to like grip something calms down, and he's no longer itchy, and
he goes, "Oh, you're right. Remembers what I need to remember what feather this bird belongs to birds, or which bird it belongs to. I'm having a hard time with my words. Or what
It appears to be a gull feather.
does that mean anything to Skibjorn?
Roll a nature check.
Sure. Oh, fuck off! It it was
You're not
teetering on the
doing well with your
14.
rolls today. You are
My
not
God.
doing well.
Yeah.
I'm 5.
So
or no, or I don't remember. I'm too angry right now.
The angrier you get, the more of an urge you feel like picking up or swinging your axe. Just bear that in mind for any roleplay decisions in the
Okay.
future.
The angrier I get. Okay.
I just need something to chop.
Okay, but listen. Calm down, big fella. Calm down. Let's
Where-
just get back on the road. Don't worry
Where
about
is
it.
it?
Don't worry about
I
it.
am
Let's
going
just
to
get
offer
back
the
on road.
opportunity now for anyone else who's been looking at the feather to make a nature check, since I think that
Yeah, I'll
that
make
would
a
be
fucking
fair.
nature check.
Yeah.
Well,
Dang.
30-20.
Nice.
Fuck you all so much. Fuck you all.
21.
Don't
Forget
worry.
everyone
there you
else
go.
in the party driving Ski Beyond's like
Finally.
story along. Like he's rolling below 5 for everything, and everyone
Should
else
I
is just
roll
like,
just
here,
for
let me help you
funsies?
with that big guy.
Should I
if you-
roll just for
only if
funsies?
you're
Yeah, do it.
only if you're looking at it? Yeah.
Yeah, get
yeah.
above a 4.
Go on, get a natural 20 in here.
Oh,
Oh, thank God.
Hmm.
You're-
I noticed
you're busy-
nothing. I
you're like,
know
"Ah, feather,
nothing.
that's not science."
did Zerafina roll? Because you
A
found
dirty
it.
20.
30-20.
Mm.
Oh, dirty 20.
Sybil
and
rolled a
Sybil's-
21.
30,
Okay.
21, 7 and 4.
Okay,
I just rolled a 20, so I didn't.
Zerafina, Sybil, you know that gulls are seabirds, so it is, you don't see them this far inland. Certainly Skibion would have never seen a gull because his village is just completely so far inland. Whereas Zerafina, you may have seen the occasional gull from the north, because there is ocean north of where you grew up. And Sybil, you're quite learned. You may have read about different types of birds in some reagent book, because feathers are quite often used as components in spells. So you think that this points toward the sea. Like, just combining that with the knowledge that you've learned from Ski and from Zerafina, that these cairns might usually contain some kind of clue as to the direction in which the seeker went, you would imagine that a feather from a seabird would point toward the sea.
Ski, I think this type of bird, they usually live around the sea, so I think this is telling us that we need to go towards the sea. Which I think
Eastward.
we may be heading that way. Yeah, eastward anyway.
So
Oh,
Ski
Eastport.
hears this, but he's still angry and he can't find the axe. And so he yells,
I still need to swing at something.
and he
Sybil?
grabs his regular axe and just swings at the base of a tree.
Lucy is just like under his way, like Sybil, maybe,
How do
think
I'm gonna ask,
he
how
needs
do
to
the
do-
horses react to this?
Oh, good point.
Because that probably would have spooked the horses.
I think
And I probably would have swung at a tree that's equally far, like, as the cairn.
Yeah, I think that you're a little
10 to
bit like,
15.
I don't think you would really spook the horses with this, because
Okay.
like you grab the axe, but you're not like that close to them. It's not like you're swinging it like
Okay.
nearby them. So I think
Near-
that they're
near their
okay.
faces,
Thought
yeah,
I'd
no.
check.
If
Thought
I
I
I'd
would have
was fire
swung,
within
like,
shot,
near-
I'd probably be okay.
Yeah, I mean
But,
they're used to all kinds of movement going on around them, having grown up in
That's true.
Gladfine.
Yeah.
But I would like to swing at the base of one tree, and can I try to chop it down in one swoop?
If it was inland, it would be bagels. You can make an
I don't want
attack
bagels.
with your great axe.
Attack, okay. My regular one. Attack.
I feel like putting
You-
My God, a 14.
with a
and
14.
now you wanna roll high.
You need to roll damage because you hit the tree.
Yeah.
Damage time.
Oh my fucking God. A 4. Minimum damage. 4.
Right, let me just Google how many hit points a tree has.
Oh!
You.
You
Oh,
swing your axe mightily at the tree, and it thunk. It goes in, and it gets stuck about
oh
a
no.
quarter of the way into the trunk. You
would-
get the feeling that this wouldn't have happened if you were using your real axe.
Uh-oh.
Or this stupid blind axe. Where's my
Sybil.
axe?
Sybil, now, please. Sybil, stop this.
What is he throwing a tantrum about?
My ass, the tree. Fuck off, Riley.
My ass. My ass.
Sweet liberty, my ass.
Oh god.
Ow! Sorry, my cat's trying to kill me. Come on, Teddy, let's go.
Putting a little
It's the
circle
cat
in
folk.
to show where
They're sending
you.
assassins.
Bring a little circle in to show
bugger.
where you
It's-
are, kinda.
Oh. Right over there. I'm zooming in to try and see us, but I don't see us at all.
Do you see
What's
the
going on
circle?
here? I see the circle, but I don't see us in the circle. Where are we?
I'm not putting tiny little tokens in.
Just like
a tiny
5
little
little
wagon.
dots. Yeah, little.
Wait, which one is Lucian again? I can't tell the difference.
Can't see. It's so small.
It's so small.
You silly sausages.
Bagels, sausages. Y'all making me hungry. It's not cool.
I
Do I
know,
charm
right?
him or do I let him get this out of his system?
Why is he so upset? Why won't anyone tell me why he's so
Listen.
upset?
It's a long story. We'll tell you later. Sybil, just calm him down, please. Sun is getting low there, big guy.
He's hulked out.
And
Puny
You have to take his
gods.
palm. Oh.
in the meantime, I know I yelled about where my axe is, but no one's answering me, so I'm trying to wrench
Should I
the
point?
axe out of the trunk of the tree, which has now been wedged because I didn't deliver a precise enough blow to slice right through it.
Should I point out his axe because I don't know the significance?
You can do what you want. Do what your character would do. Do what Katrin would do.
Well, would Katrin have seen me move the pack?
Katrin didn't
Yeah.
roll.
next to the
You
wagon?
didn't.
But I didn't know why you moved the pack. So I'm like, isn't that his axe right
Ah,
there?
no,
Oh,
no.
I whip around.
Or what was that?
And I look at Lucian
I-
with wide open eyes.
It was nothing.
Oh.
What did she just say?
Oh.
She said nothing. Go to sleep.
I said I asked him a question.
I stomp towards Lucian.
We should have known you'd done something to it.
I can't sleep on him.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
We tried to get to fucking town, guys. Why are we here?
such a derailment of just
just for a cairn.
Skibion getting
And
angry.
Van
Look. I wrote the cairn in here. I did not expect Skibion to go ape shit. Okay, I can't control this. I can't do anything about this.
Well, and I didn't know why the axe was being hidden. So, you
Yeah,
know.
no,
That's because you
I
need to
love that.
communicate, guys. You need to communicate as a party. Okay. So you cast sleep on him.
Yeah.
How does that work again, and what do you do?
Jesus, why is it so big? Why is it so big? I can't put it down.
I'm going to use one of my portent die. I'm going to give
Oh.
Shit.
him a roll of a natural 9.
Okay, so Skibion automatically fails.
Well, like the natural 9, he gets to add his wisdom bonuses to it. But I think when I gave him a natural 10 before he failed, so I think that'll be a fail.
Yeah, I mean, with a natural 9 plus his wisdom, that will be an 11. So,
Yeah, it's a fail then.
actually, Ski, you
Is
are
it?
surprisingly quite wise. Like, you're not intelligent,
Yes,
but
I
you're quite
am.
wise. So you should.
I am
remember
very
that.
wise. I have a wisdom of 15.
God damn, Ski.
But
And
in
yeah, it would
any
have been a plus
case,
2, so,
in
so
any
it would have been
case,
11. Yeah.
Sybil has used her portent to force you to fail this. So you are
Every single roll of portent has been used on Ski.
yeah. You
So
are
I-
in you are now incapacitated.
So I'm staring at Lucian and I start to feel my eyelids getting heavy, and I look at him
should we
and I
direct
go,
him to the cart?
where and then I just fall backwards, snoring loudly.
You can. It says at the end of your next turn, you can repeat the save. If you fail the second save, you're unconscious.
What is that, 7 seconds later?
Yeah, so you might as well just make that now. The portent wouldn't affect this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not using my second portent on this, Lucian. Sorry.
No. We need some of that.
It's just a D20 roll, right? +2? Oh no, it's be a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's wisdom saving. You click on the little
Saving throw.
saving throw there. Yeah, there you go.
I stay asleep.
Bad rolls. Even close.
Fucking
Bad rolls.
Christ!
What? You.
I'm gonna start using physical dice if this keeps happening to me today.
The
Just put it
Goliath.
on your like hand cam.
The
of,
Goliath
like,
begins
you roll.
snoring. He is unconscious and asleep.
You know what? You know what? With a 5, I roll over on my side and start sucking my thumb.
That's an
That's
utterly
how-
fantastic
that
plan.
is how
Lucian.
deep
How do you
asleep I
plan on
am.
moving with him asleep.
So
Well,
are
I
we
did not
camping
think about
here
that.
then?
It seems like we make camp here for the night. It was either
it's-
that or he decapitates us with that thing. Also,
Oh.
Catherine, the axe is long. It's cursed. The axe is cursed.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes into like a blood rage thing. It's not pretty.
Oh,
I'll put a
okay.
couple of fingers on
I'm
this.
sorry for pointing out the axe. I did not know.
It's fine. Listen, we barely know each other. It's
I apologize.
best not to bring up the axe in front of the big man. He's very sensitive about it.
I
Yeah.
will note that for later.
Yeah, I mean it's not as it's not as serious yet as the whole bun incident, but it's quite bad.
It was you know what? No, it's fine. It's fine. You can just call them
What?
buns. It's nothing.
Buns,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I said.
Mhm.
I'll put a couple of fingers on his neck just to
To make sure I'm still
monitor his-
breathing.
No, just trying to monitor your pulse when your heart rate goes from like rage mode to
Mhm.
calm.
Low.
Yeah, I mean
could
his
still
his
be
heart
raging.
rate swiftly. Actually, make a medicine check.
God, he's
I
dead.
was gonna say while he's fucking dead, he just
I can't-
kills over.
No.
He must be dead. Oh no!
I think Lucian
Oh,
in
no.
the meantime. Oh fuck!
You can't find his pulse,
No.
Sybil. It's crazy. He's dead. He might be dead. You can't find his pulse.
We don't know.
Just the witch's head
These
just
rolls
goes
today.
pale.
You didn't
I think-
kill him, did you?
What? No, I just put him to sleep. What do you mean?
Oh my gosh.
He's sleeping, guys. I know what I'm
Looks-
doing.
It's
He's
just a little too
sleeping.
calm.
Huh? What do you mean too calm?
Can't detect a heartbeat.
Oh,
What?
for fuck's
You
sake.
did kill
Sybil-
him.
No. He's fine. Lucian's gonna walk over, check his pulse.
Medicine. You can't find his pulse. He
Oh,
might
no.
be dead, Lucian.
Oh fuck! I think I might have killed him.
I'm just
Serafina?
Yeah,
Serafina?
at this point,
You know,
at this
see if
point,
she needs
Sybil
to
is just
heal him.
grabbing Serafina and
Gonna check
dragging her up.
Serafina!
Right,
Serafina, I think I killed him.
Get the
I
clerik
think I
in.
killed the big man.
Oh, thank
There you
God.
go, 24.
You know,
I fucking killed him. I fucking killed him.
Serafina, you find his pulse easily, and you can sense that his pulse is strong. Perhaps you
Did he kill
determine
him?
that perhaps the reason why Lucy and Sybil couldn't find his pulse was because he's so big and meaty that like you kind of have to press your fingers in a little bit further to feel his pulse beneath his
I'll
flesh.
get the shovel.
And his
Or-
pulse was elevated, and it sort of slows a little bit under your fingers.
Or
I'm
maybe they're
gonna
just
get the
utter.
shovel.
They're both utter noobs.
I'm gonna get the shovel, guys.
It's okay,
I
guys.
think
It's
he's-
okay.
What?
He's fine. It's okay.
I'll start
I'm
digging.
guessing you guys just aren't very well
What?
versed in.
He's
in, you know,
alive? I didn't kill
checking-
him?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew
Yeah,
that.
he's fine. He's fine.
I go up to Lucian and pat him on the back, like, see, he's fine. You didn't kill him. Totally
Lucky I
thought you
didn't
did though,
panic.
but oh my god, yeah, no, yeah. I think you did panic a little though.
What? No.
I
I
love
don't.
how the three
No,
of
I
you
did-
just.
He's not dead. Oh, he's dead.
How long does Speak with Animals last?
Lost for a day.
A day.
Yeah.
You hear the horses gossiping with each other, and they're saying, "Oh, I wonder what happened with that big creature. He seemed to get angry for a little bit, and then he swung his axe at a tree."
He was a little bit upset, you know. He's trying to find his god or gods. I don't know. I don't deal with that shit. He was a little bit angry. I just put him to sleep.
Well, I think he needs anger management classes because
That yes, possibly, maybe a ointment, something he can
you're
rub
going to
on
have to do
himself. I don't
something
know.
about that.
I like
Yes, we
from
will.
patting Lucian's back, I remove my hand. I'm like, he's talking to the horses again today. Is this?
I do
Yeah,
wish without spitting so much.
I guess from their perspective, they're just seeing Lucian going.
Just thinking that Lucian's having a mental breakdown.
Yeah, because he thought he killed his companion.
And then he's neighing over
He
there.
was crying. Now he's neighing.
Yeah.
Now watch me whip. Now watch me
Now watch me
neigh.
neigh.
Nay. Literally, I'm getting yes. I'm sure he's okay. Like,
I'm
Watch me-
fine.
Watch me
no,
weep.
no.
Is it watch me weep?
Watch
Now
me
watch me
weep.
neigh.
Yeah.
Watch me
Yeah.
nay, nay.
Nice.
Oh God. Oh.
Ski lets out a huge snore because apnea, and
Because apnea.
and then resumes breathing just fine.
The question is, do we wish to wake him and venture forth, or
Yeah, it's only like
do
what,
we accept
midday?
defeat and just
Just after
set a
midday.
camp around him?
I think we'll take like a short rest here, and then we'll just we'll wait for him to wake up.
Also, Dreamian, you never wake up a napping dad.
Especially when he's got
Nap.
a cursed rage.
Yeah,
Or a
Yeah.
or a napping mom.
yeah. A napping
So,
parent. Don't wake him up.
right. So do you all agree to take a short rest here? That's an hour's
Yeah.
rest to wait for Ski to wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we won't be able to move him.
All right. So you stay beside the cairn for an hour as Ski Beyond is like slumped on the ground snoring, but eventually awakes. Ski, you don't feel that anger rushing through you anymore as you open your eyes. You look up and you see the sky above, blue, pale blue, occasional clouds sort of drifting overhead, and you like turning your head to one side, you see that cairn still standing there.
I don't remember everything that happens right off the bat. I just spend a bit of time waking up, and then I sit up and I look around and I see where are my companions?
I'll be
I
sat
think
next to you.
Serafina's sitting nearby. Yeah.
Like, are you sitting around me watching me, waiting me to wake up, or are you like around a campfire chilling?
Well,
I
I'm
think
having a
Lucian will
Just
smoke.
just sit
around
on the
you.
cot.
I think we're just sitting
Okay.
down because it's like midday, so I don't think we need
Okay.
a fire.
Fair enough. Um, Ski takes a quick scan around to see if he can find a very large boulder.
Well, we're fucked.
Okay. Yeah, I think you would be able to find, this land, it tends to have, boulders and rocks every so
Okay.
often. You'd be able to find such a thing, sure.
He gets up slowly and he tries to quietly shuffle towards this boulder and kneels down in front of it and places his palms on it. And he's lightly whispering to himself.
Oh, or Amathor, please, don't worry. Please accept my humblest apologies for what I've done in the past. I don't know what times it was, or I don't know what came over me, or I know we're not supposed to use our strength for destruction. I feel as though some slippings from my cause. Or Mather, please grant me the patience or needs for this adventure.
And then he just stays there silently for a little bit.
As you kneel there beside the rock, again, Oramatha does not answer you. You don't hear any. You don't hear
No.
voices. You don't get visions. Anything. No one has heard from Oramatha. Not even clerics who worship Oramatha have heard from Oramatha. Since your mythology tells of her vanishing, being lost, and the tale that if you find her hidden valley, she will kind of return to bring healing and salvation to the descendants of the giants, right? So you don't hear any, you don't get any contact from Oramatha, but you do, kneeling there, you do remember, you see your children's faces in your mind and your loving wife, and you remember them at home. They're struggling against this sickness.
Poor farming season and sickness,
sickness in the crops, sickness in the people, poor farming season. And you sort of recall, and you try to recall your mission, your journey, your objective, and you can feel yourself being pulled in two directions now. So you know that if you take up this axe, it will give you strength and it will give you power and possibly the ability to affect change on your own and on your own power, but sort of at the same time kind of taking power and borrowing power with this axe. Or you stay true to the ways of Oramatha, the ways of preservation and protection through strength rather than destruction through strength. And these are kind of the two directions that you feel yourself being pulled in.
Ski stands up. He goes to he goes to check that tree that he tried to chop down and see if his axe is still there. And is it still there?
Yeah, your axe is just still sticking halfway out of this tree.
Then he gently tries to take it back from the tree.
Okay, you pull the axe free.
Places a palm on the tree, offers his apologies, and walks back towards the cart.
I see you've calmed down now. Does this happen often for you?
Ski just hangs his head down.
Oh, I don't mean to make you upset. I'm just curious as to
Oh, it's fine. It feels like I've been failing my family and my tribe for a while now.
Aw.
Ever since I found that axe. It makes me feels like I can save them with it, and then I forget that I need to save them when I have it.
Mm.
It's complicated feelings, or
Well, then I guess we're lucky that you were able to, well, that Lucian made you take a nap, I guess.
naps are always good, or naps will cure anything.
They seem to do you wonders.
It's always good to take a good dad nap.
Um, he tries to go back to the cairn to see, like, now with after a nap, to see if he can glean anything that he can remember about the feather and which direction that he needs to go, and or what this cairn could be telling him.
I'll give you one last chance at either a survival or an insight check.
No.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Watch me.
No.
Me whip.
Watch me go. Oh, 15.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
There you go. Okay.
Better.
That's
better.
better. That's better. The nap did
15
him well.
survival. Okay, with a 15 survival, you can see that by the height of this cairn, the one who built it was taller than you. Even though you are tall yourself, of course.
Mhm.
And you also see around the base of the cairn the faintest sort of remnants of boot prints. And beside these boot prints, like a small sort of singular mark that is kind of, it puts you in mind of a walking stick mark beside these boots. And it puts you to mind of your father's habit of using a staff when walking.
Or my father's probably here. Oh, thank goodness I may have found some things. Oh, thank goodness.
Do I know which direction that that the cairn is trying to guide me, or that my father was trying to guide me?
No. So the the prints are just close around the cairn. Who knows how long they've been here? These are not like deep prints. They are
Right.
old. They've been weathered by time and the weather.
Mm.
And so they fade almost immediately within a step or so away from the cairn. They only remain here where they may have been intentionally pressed into the earth, perhaps as a sign, perhaps even specifically for you.
Right.
And the only other clue you have is this feather, which Sybil and Zerafina have determined might point toward the sea.
Well, they haven't told me that yet.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
We did? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
You
You were a
did,
little
Greta? Oh.
angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I remember that in my rage?
Or he may have put this here and then continued down the roads. We
So
should
maybe
keep
we
going.
get going on the road?
That's a good idea. Let's keep goings.
All right. You continue along east for a while and driving the cart forward, Lucian. You know, occasionally conversing with the horses to let them know to avoid like ditches or bits of sort of bits of like wet ground that the wheels of the wagon might get stuck in. The horses are occasionally like warning you about hazards in the way, like there's a branch on the road there, you should move us a little bit further to the right, like things like that. And they're almost like driving you rather than the other way around. So you continue along. What do you want
I'm
to
also
say?
I was gonna say I'm quite curious as to how he's like. I mean, he's clearly speaking horse, but I'm like, so are they actually talking to you?
Yes.
Oh, what are they like? What? Like as we're continuing on, I trip over the branch because he didn't move out of the way. Did they? Did they? You know, did they warn you about that branch that I just tripped over? Because
Oh yeah,
I could.
they told me to get a
Oh.
little bit to the right, yeah, just to avoid the branch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I stepped on it.
There's a
Okay, cool.
branch there. Yeah,
Mhm.
by the way.
Thanks.
And what can I say? I tried to I was still, conversing with the horses. It came out in horse. I'm sorry.
Okay, and the cart trundles on as you make small talk. So, after a while, the sun begins to go down and it is reaching late afternoon, early evening, as you have made it probably about 3/4 of the way toward Kellen's Watch. The hills kind of press in a little bit here as the road dips between some, between the hills. It's not like a gorge where there's cliffs on either side, but the path does swiftly move up. You can also see whenever there's a gap in the hills, you can see in the distance the northern edge of the central great forest of Valand. You can you're in a slightly elevated position here in this kind of hilly landscape, and so you can see it's fairly far away, but definitely visible through since the sky and the air is clear. You can see that there is a large sort of expanse of trees spreading out far to the south. As far as the eye can see, the trees go. But, they kind of vanish between the hills every now and again as you continue on. Yeah, you're not within sight of Kellen's Watch. You haven't seen it, but you imagine that you must be coming close now because you have been traveling for about, kind of a day and 3/4 or so. And you come across another scene as the road widens into a dusty lay-by. You can see that there is a cold fire ring, so blackened earth that has gone cold, and some scuffed earth around it. There is a faint drag trail and some deep wheel ruts that lead off into the scrub north of the road.
Ski kneels down and looks at the ring and goes, "Or must have been a birthday party here."
Yeah. What? Oh. Oh yeah, I remember now. Well, is
There
this
seems to
maybe the
be-
whereabouts of the missing cart, perhaps?
there seems to be there seems to be tracks that might be wheels or heading north, or it could be the missing supplies, or
Hmm.
might be worth a check.
Well, just in case it is, and whoever dragged this off the road isn't too friendly, I think I shall
Hmm.
do a little preparation. And I'll cast
Hmm.
mage armor on myself.
Hmm. I think Lucian's gonna get off the wagon. He's gonna tie off the horses somewhere next to the road, but also just safe.
Mm-hmm.
You guide the wagon over to the side of the road and you tie up the horses to a small tree there. And they say, "Be careful, Lucian."
Oh, we'll always be careful. Just shout if there's any problems this side, please. Just call out for me, and then I'll make sure.
I'll let out a
to
loud
come over.
whinny.
Beautiful.
Thank
Fucking
you.
beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do.
Anytime.
We'll be back in a bit.
Could you
We'll be
leave?
back in a bit.
Could you leave us some apples before you go?
Oh yeah. Of course. I'm gonna take 2 apples from my pack and just hand them each an apple.
They chow down.
Good.
So do you
Shall
want
we
to
check it out?
follow the trail off into the scrub to the north?
Could I
Mhm.
send
I
my
do.
familiar up?
You want
Ooh.
to send, what's your familiar called again? Oswin?
Oswin.
Oswin.
Yeah, I shall send Oswin up and just without telling anyone, fall catatonic and just drop into the dirt again.
Oh my! What has happened?
Sybil does that from time to time.
This is such an interesting group. He just collapses.
Yeah.
You just
She-
anger
she-
things.
Yeah.
Sorry, thank you. She just collapses.
Yeah.
She okay? Should we check her pulse too? Like,
Listen, the
Ski-
last time I checked somebody's pulse, it didn't work out that well.
oh, Serafina, is she
My heart
okay?
cannot handle. My
Ski-
heart cannot handle.
Ski walks over to Sybil and picks her up like it's a small bag of rice and just puts it on puts her on his shoulder.
Meanwhile, Sybil, you swoop up into the air in the eyes of Oswin, and you follow the trail a little bit further to the north. What you see through Oswin's eyes is that the brush, the kind of brush opens up. There are signs of a trail of like flattened earth, but it's like kind of half hidden. And then the brush opens up into a clearing. And this whole clearing is blackened, and the earth is blackened around it. And you see that there is a wagon there lying on its side. The wood is completely charred, and one of the wheels is split like a jawbone. There are crates scattered around it. Some of them are smashed, and others seem to have been neatly pried open. There is also 2 cut harness straps, similar to the ones that you're using with your draft horses, dangling from a low branch at the edge of this clearing.
All right. Can I swoop down and just inspect a couple of the crates? Does it look like they've been emptied?
Yeah, so you swoop down and alight upon a low branch by the edge of the clearing. You can see, using your crow's eyes, that it would appear that all of the crates have been either smashed open or pried open, presumably with a crowbar, and the contents have been lifted and taken away somewhere.
All right. Next thing I'd like to do is, are there any tracks leading away from this sort of ransacked cart?
To what extent can you see through Oswin's eyes? Can you see everything perfectly?
I can see as Oswin sees.
Right.
I'm not half blind as Oswin.
And you're allowed to like make checks. You're put like mechanically you're okay to just make all kinds of checks while you're.
I think it would be Oswin's stats that would be used for things like perception and that.
Okay. Essentially, what you can do is you're searching for like tracks, right? You can make either a survival or investigation check.
Well, if it's investigation, it would be my mental stats, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah. We can either go survival, investigation, or perception. You can use it either of any of those 3.
I think it wouldn't be as good, but it'd be more appropriate for me to do perception as Oswin, so I'll do that.
Okay.
Oof.
Oof.
With a natty 1, you can't see anything through. You can't really tell through Oswin's eyes. Perhaps you would need to move closer and like use your own perception to have a look.
Okay, I'll snap back to consciousness again.
However, I will say, regardless of your perception check, what you do see as you move closer is you can see that there is a human man, slumped over, like basically lying on his front behind the burnt out wagon, and there is an arrow in his back.
Before I snap back to consciousness, I'd like to give him a cheeky peck on his shoulder to see if he's dead.
He's dead. Like, you're pretty sure he's dead.
Like
I shall
with your
mentally
wing.
tell Oswin not to treat him as carrion as I relinquish my hold and
The food?
come back to consciousness again.
Okay. Sybil wakes up.
Or-
Just sudden deep intake of breath.
Or Sybil's your backs.
Takes Sybil by the waist and sets her down on her feet.
Are you all right? You just collapsed.
Yeah, I'm fine. The cart isn't though.
What cart?
What
Oh,
did
that
you
cart.
say?
The one we're following, it's been smashed up. It's part of it's been burned. There are reins
Oh,
scattered about in a tree, and somebody has been shot in the back.
oh, I see.
It's quite a scene up there. Didn't see anything about anything we're looking for. I did have a check for tracks, but I'll confess I'm not particularly good at that. We want to have a look ourselves.
Might have to goes up. Might have to go up there and investigates.
Sounds like a perfect idea.
So we'll need to be sneaky.
We'll need to be sneaky, Charlie.
Well, I didn't
We
see
need to be
anybody. Well,
sneaky.
that's not true. The only person I saw there was dead. I don't think stealth is a particular priority.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm just asking to know which, so that way I know which of my armor to activate.
All right, so are you going to continue following Sybil's directions toward where she indicated that the cart
Yes.
was? All right.
Mhm.
Zerafina, you're going with them as well, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Katrin, did you want to do that thing with your armor now?
Yes. So
Can
I
you
think
describe how that
I'm-
looks and what you do?
Yeah. So I'm going to kind of twist little knobs and stuff on my gauntlets, activating certain things. And the stones on my gauntlets start to kind of glow just a little bit. And the center gem starts to glow as well. And there's almost like not, you can't really hear, but you can feel like some of these gems are emitting kind of like respective to their colors. Like there's the red ones and then like the blue ones. They're all just kind of slightly vibrating, and it almost sounds like a hum, like a very low hum kind of, but it's not annoying. It's almost comforting in a way as well.
Hmm.
And I think I think even though we're not sneaking, I still want to do the infiltrator armor. So I'm trying to figure out how to activate that.
Okay. Does anyone like react to what Katrin is doing? Lucian, you seemed
I think
interested.
Lucian is just gonna like squint and like tilt his head a little bit, and he's gonna be like, I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna even bother asking questions now.
Or is this that science things you were saying about earlier?
Oh, yes, actually. And I like perk up because I'm like, ooh, questions about my armor. And then I start like respectively like, oh, and then this one I can shoot lightning from. These I can shoot other things from, and I guess what you would call magic spells. It's mine's this armor refines that just a little bit more and makes it easier to control, actually.
All right. So
Do you-
as Katrin is nattering on about her armor and just like not letting Skibion even get a word in as she just explains everything about her armor.
I like adjust my glasses also while I'm like, oh, and then
The rest of you, well,
actually-
you continue walking up. You walk between sort of like the hills, through into a low sort of scrub, and you walk north for about 150 feet.
Hmm.
until the brush opens up into Sybil. What you saw before, you see this clearing with like blackened earth around it, wagon lying on its side, charred. One of the wheels is split open, and all these crates are scattered about this clearing. Some of them are smashed, some of them have been pried open, and you also see these harness straps dangling from a low branch in a tree. As well, you can smell the taste of, like, you can basically smell smoke and kind of an alchemical scent that you can't quite identify.
I was gonna say, can you smell fire and man flesh?
And yeah, like if you, as you sort of wander around the clearing, you can see the body of a man lying on his front with an arrow sticking out of his back. What would you like? There's several. What would you like to do? There are several checks that you could make here. Be as inventive as you like. Let me know what you would like to do, or, you know, whatever your character would be doing.
I'm gonna kind of approach the cart and start trying to investigate, I guess, where that smell is coming from, because I kind of am familiar with those, those smells that come from creating different sciencey stuff. So,
All right. So Katrin is investigating the smell. What would Sybil be doing?
I think Sybil is going to check the crates to see if there's any sort of residual magic that may be left over from like various like spell components or magical items that may have been stored there, and she'll use a ritual casting of detect magic to try and do that.
All right. So,
Ooh.
so Katrin's investigating the smell. Sybil is casting detect magic. What's Skebion doing?
He walks over to the dead human. Notices the arrow. There was one arrow, or
One arrow in the back. Yeah.
One arrow in the back.
Hmm.
He's not very good at determining what that arrow is made of, where it may have come from, or who made it. So he sees that Sybil and Katrin are busy. So he walks over to Lucian and Zerafina.
Or this poor human man was shot in the back by an arrows. Wondering if we
Yep.
could work together to try to figure out who made it, what made it.
I am not very well familiar with makings of projectiles.
Or
ooh, I could help with you. I could help you with that later. I could tell you all
Yeah,
about that.
You're in the middle of something.
Oh,
You're in the middle of
sorry.
something.
That's yeah.
Immediately gets distracted. I'll just be like, yeah, you get
Wait a
disadvantage
minute.
on whatever you were doing because you got distracted.
ADHD is a disadvantage roll.
Oh, no.
That's
Zerafina,
too
do you? So
real.
Skebion
Yeah.
approached to Lucian and Zerafina and asked if they wanted to have a look at this arrow, right? Zerafina, do you have any reaction to that?
I think she's gonna go over and check to check make sure the guy is actually dead, and also look at the arrow as he asked.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll resolve those in turn then. So, Katrin, you shall need to make a perception check.
Oh, not an investigation? Okay,
No.
perfect.
I'm on mobile, so screen is tiny. Is there possibly a link to character info so I can catch myself up? No worries if not. Yeah, we don't have anything like prepared like that. It's probably a good idea if I did do that, but we don't have anything about character info at the moment, I'm afraid.
We'll
Sorry.
talk about that after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
We should prepare a slide deck.
perception
handout.
check 17. Okay. So, right, with the 17, you investigate this smell, and what you can smell is that it is kind of like an alchemical scent, and you determine that you believe that this, essentially these scorch marks are very large, like filling this entire clearing. You believe that possibly a volatile flask of like a firebomb has been detonated or thrown
Yeah, like
here.
like a made fire was here. Okay.
Yeah, alchemical fire has been exploded
Mhm.
here. Next up, Sybil, you were making a detect magic. So, sense the presence of magical effects within 30 feet of you. See a faint aura around any visible creature that bears the magic. Yeah, I think that you would not detect any magic around here. It seems like this was mostly it's reagents and alchemy, which isn't necessarily magic. It doesn't seem like any magic has been cast in this area.
It's science.
It's science. Science. But that also is an answer. Zerafina, you approach the body of the man. Make a medicine check.
Can Lucian and or I assist?
Yes, you can, but you need to let me know how you assist and what you do.
Oof. Good point. You know what? I don't know. Fair enough. Never mind.
No, that's okay.
I was like, how could I assist in checking a dead body? Never
I
mind.
don't
roll it
think
over.
bardic inspiration's gonna
Okay.
help here.
right. So, yeah, this man is definitely dead, Zerafina. The arrow in his back appears to have slipped through his ribs and pierced his heart. He is fully dead.
What a
Do I
deadly
know for
shot.
how long? Maybe.
With a
Or no?
16, yeah, he seems to have been dead for probably about a day. So, just
Mhm.
before you got here.
With my 17, will I have noticed how long like that fire probably burned?
Yeah, the explosion, you think, probably happened around a week ago, like 6 or 7 days ago.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna kind of
Zerafina, also, you do note that the man's body does not bear these burns or scorch marks.
Mm.
interesting. I'm gonna walk over
seems-
to the body next to you, Serafina, and be like, "What did you find out?"
It seems he's been dead for a day, but the
Interesting.
burns, he doesn't have any burns, so it's
Yes.
Good observation. Or it's true. He may not have caught fire.
It's very interesting. The fire, I've noticed that it's not necessarily a natural fire. I think the cart something went off. So either it went off because of some altercation, or someone exploded something like an ambush, or yeah, but I don't this is very weird because it seems though it's been like a week since this fire burned.
Or so.
So
What
I
was
don't
this
know if
man
this
doing here?
man, yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know if
or-
this man was a part of that initial caravan transporting goods.
Do you think maybe he was a rogue of some kind, a bandit who just thought he could get an easy picking?
Maybe, perhaps. I think there needs to be more I think we need to look more into this. Maybe we should go up the way and see where this little trail goes.
Hmm.
Ski would actually like to pick up the dead man and take the arrow out of his back and lay him down on his back to see if we can recognize his clothing.
You lay him down on his back. You can see that this man he appears to be middle-aged, if a little below middle-aged. He's got a scruffy looking beard and a heavy brow, brown hair. His eyes are closed. And you set him down you take out the arrow and you set him down on his back. The clothing that he's wearing is typical common attire, common folk attire. It's just kind of linen clothing, like a shirt, a doublet, and
Or
trousers. His shoes, he's not wearing any shoes. Again, the skin of his feet is also unburnt, but it's slightly smudged from where he's been lying on the kind of charcoal.
Ord, don't think he was a soldiers of any kind. He's wearing regular clothing.
That or his stuff was looted from him.
Oh, actually, you know what? Missing shoes would point to that, or yes, or
Hmm.
this poor man.
Well,
Joel, how long would it take for me to dig a hole?
Let me just Google that real quick.
one scoop. Just
How deep do you want to dig
one-
the hole?
I don't have much time. 3 feet?
So it says to dig a grave,
Which is usually 6
probably
feet.
about an hour to dig a 5-foot cube of soft earth.
Okay. Okay.
Or we should probably bury this man. Deserves that at least. I know that we don't have much time, but if we work together, we could dig a shallow grave in 15 minutes.
We could also put some stones on top if that would be comforting for you.
As is a custom in my communities. That's very nice. We could at least find one stone.
Mhm.
That'd be very nice.
So I start looking around for
Um,
that rock.
So, so Scibion and Katrin, you're kind of spending the next hour digging a grave and preparing a grave for this man.
mhm. Before we lower him in, though, maybe
Or
I'm not gonna. So before that hour passes, I will give Sybil,
Yeah.
Lucian, and Zerafina an opportunity to say what they're doing during that time.
Oh, okay. So
Um,
I'll wait then.
Cool. So yeah, Zerafina, is there anything else you would like to investigate, look out, or say to Lucian or Sybil as Scibion begins to dig a hole? Diggy hole.
I think Serafina would help with digging the
Can
hole
you
as
dig it?
well to give the man a proper burial.
Okay, right. All right,
I'm gonna
Zerafina's
check if
helping.
he's got gold on him.
You loot his pockets.
Yeah, he's got no need for it anymore. He's fucking dead.
His pockets are all completely empty.
Oh,
Perhaps someone got here first, Lucian.
balls. Yeah. well.
Ski walks over to Lucian, who's like crying over the fact that there's nothing in his pockets.
It's okay, Luciana. Seeing death makes me sad too.
Huh? Oh no, I was more depressed that he died poor, but it's fine. He didn't have any money or anything valuable on him.
Lucian looks at him, puzzled. and then,
Lucian? I look at myself
Ski,
puzzled.
Damn it! Fuck's sakes. Ski looks at Lucian, puzzled, and realizes that it was more selfish than sad for the dead.
Well, I was
And
gonna spend
he-
that money with you.
He kind of backhands him across the face. You're such a rude boy.
He backhands him?
He
Yes.
bet,
Like,
oh
backhand
my-
me?
How hard does he try and backhand him?
Not hard, but hard enough to like sting a little bit.
Are you going to try and avoid that, Lucian?
Damn. Yes. How hard is a Eldritch Blast compared to a backhand?
Much harder.
I would say much
Oh,
harder,
okay, I won't
probably.
do that then. I won't
Blast
do
him.
that then. Eldritch Blast,
Then I
you
started
fucking-
blasting.
Then I started blasting.
Fucking Danny DeVito, your ass. But yes, I tried to avoid the slap.
All right, go and make an unarmed strike, Scibion.
Oh shucks. Okay. Unarmed strike.
Oh,
A
fucking
nat 20.
slap
No,
me.
just kidding.
Normal.
I'm guessing a
Enough
9
for
does
you.
not
Oh,
hit your
wait.
AC, Lucian.
Would
so
I-
you,
No.
Would I get a surprise element because he's not expecting it?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but a surprise doesn't. You wouldn't
Nope.
get just
He's
an
a
advantage from
rogue.
just surprise.
Okay, fair enough.
No. It does not hit.
Lucian, you sway backward as
I'm
Skibion's
just like
hand swipes
stop
through the air.
that.
And
Stop.
my backhand turns into a pointing finger and just says,
You've got a lot of changes to do's about your lives, Lucians, or
Huh? I kind of like my life at the moment.
are you rude
I mean,
boy?
yeah, I do need to make some changes. I need to find more gold.
I'm going to
Um,
cast Thaumaturgy. I'm going to make the ground shake.
Okay.
What
The ground
what are you doing?
shakes.
And I'm going to, at a raised voice, at the sight of Lucian being slapped, or attempting
missed
to be
almost,
slapped.
yeah.
So I'm getting rather tired of all of this rage from you, Skibiorn.
"What?"
Point some of those fingers at yourself.
Me?
How close? How close am I to Lucian?
Jesus.
How close do you want to be?
Well, I'm gonna be close enough to like kind of elbow him in the ribs and be like, "Not the time."
I avoid it. I'm fucking just dodging all these hits.
I dodged the thaumaturgy. No.
Mine's more
I-
like just like a, "Hey, not."
Do I know that Sybil is doing this, or do I just feel like
Patrick.
this
Oh yeah,
disembodied
no,
voice
this is a.
I think there's some confusion here.
yes.
I think there certainly
Sybil
is
is
a bit of confusion. The
Sybil is shouting at Ski, and
Yeah.
Catherine is trying to elbow me.
Yes,
certainly
because
is a
you're the
bit
one
of
who's looking for
confusion.
gold. Now's
thought
not the time.
I thought you wanted my magical assistance in identifying items, not in reining in you.
Huh? What? Me?
Huh? What?
Pointing at Skibiorn.
Oh.
I'm still confused.
Because you backhanded, because you like
Okay.
were
You-
angry.
Oh, I see.
Sybil is
Or-
reprimanding your rage.
Right.
Where I comes from, we're a good, earnest folk. I was just trying to set Lucian straight.
I lean over to Lucian. Dead bodies normally are good places for loot, yes, but not now.
I mean, he's not gonna need it later. He's dead.
Well, I mean, you have a point, but listen, that's sensitive subject. Clearly.
Listen, it doesn't matter. He's broke anyways.
Anyway,
Yeah, okay, well,
Ski continues to dig the hole.
Okay. An hour passes then.
I go back to the book.
You dig the hole. It's not a big
Find the
hole,
rock.
but it's enough for you to sort of push this man into and bury over again with the earth that you dug out. It takes about an hour for you to do this whole process. You bury him in there and you place a stone on top of
Mhm.
the
It's not a very big stone. I
earth.
can't pick up a lot of big, heavy things.
You place a medium-sized stone on the like, freshly tilled earth that you had dug this grave into. What would you like to do next? Sybil, we'll start with you.
I think I'll calm myself down by sitting on top of one of the looted crates and having a bit of a smoke at my pipe.
Sybil is
And-
smoking her pipe.
That'll be
Perfect.
All right.
Um,
Katrin.
Shall we wander up this path to figure out where maybe some of these items might have gone to?
Or does we find any more tracks to maybe see where the assailants went, or
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Ski starts to look around to see if he can find more tracks that lead further north or any other direction but south.
Make a survival or perception check.
Either one, really. 10.
Ski, you can't find anything. You can't see anything.
I'm gonna
Bummer.
also look.
Perception or survival? Anyone who wants to have a look for tracks can roll a perception or survival check.
We're gonna do perception.
If you want to investigate, you could also investigate the wagon a bit more. You could investigate the crates a bit more. You could take the harnesses down from the trees, whatever you want to do.
Ew.
I think I'll do an investigation of the cart.
Okay, cool. Okay, Zerafina, you are the
Nicely
one.
done.
You are the one who finds the tracks. It does seem that the tracks do indeed continue further north. Obviously, there's the tracks heading south back towards the road. Somewhat more hidden, there are further tracks kind of braiding together through scuffed dirt and, slightly crushed grass. Our cleric kind of kneels down by the edge of the clearing to the north and can see that there is a faint trail leading off into the scrubland and between the hills to the north. Sybil, you investigate the wagon and you find an iron, kind of like a tag, like an iron tag with a small hole in it with the ends of some string that was probably attached to something, and it says D12 Eastport Dockware is engraved on it.
Well, it seems to be indicating where it was imported from. I'll pocket that.
Zerafina?
She's just gonna point out the track she found leading. You said leading north, right?
Yeah, exactly, leading north.
Yeah.
Ooh, good find.
Very well done, Zerafina. Or Miss Zerafina.
But
Called
do
you
we know
Miss Zerafina. this
Shall we
entire
follow the
game.
tracks then?
Do we know
Or-
whose tracks these might be leading away?
Probably whoever robbed the
Or-
cart, maybe.
Or that's a good idea. We should try to see if we can tell what made these tracks, sir.
The tracks are mostly like boot prints and flattened bits of grass and scuffed earth. There aren't any wagon, like cart divots in the ground here. So Zerafina, you would think that it's probably just people on foot who've moved north from here.
Did you want me to fly up and have a look again, or do you want to
Just sit
spend
down
more-
before you do that, or lay down. I don't know what's best. Because you keep slumping over, and then, you're gonna ruin your face eventually.
Can you imagine she just does
It's
that and
already ruined it.
just bludgeons her head on a rock as she falls over. She
Aw.
just dies.
Not just a rock, but the rock we used for the grave, and we're like, why did we
No.
put
Dig another one, Ski.
that there? Dig another
Digging.
one.
No.
A bird just flies down and falls. Oh, well, there goes Oswin.
All right, I'll make a concerted point to sit down cross-legged, send out my consciousness, and as I do that, I just flop back into the ground anyway.
Once again, the
Well, I
witch
tried.
has fallen unconscious, and the rest of you are gathered around her as Oswin, the crow, swoops up into the air from her shoulder or from her hat or wherever it was perched, and swoops up into the air and flies north a little bit. From the air, it's not that easy to follow the trail itself, but you do have a bird's eye view of the surrounding area, so you can kind of see a lot of the surrounding environs. You see, obviously, to the south, the road, and it continues east, and then further from the road, further south, you can see the Great Forest kind of spreading out to the south. Between the hills, you sort of flitter between the hills for a while until you can see a thin plume of smoke rising up into the air a little bit further along. And the trail you can see becomes more obvious and widens out around a low shoulder of a hill. The ground itself drops down into like a shallow bowl, and you can see below there that there is a what looks like a fort. Essentially, there is a rough wooden palisade wall ringing around packed earth. The tops of these stakes are tarred black. There are 2 watch platforms, one to the south and one to the west, and this fort is built on a hillside, so it kind of continues up. It kind of slants upward, and higher up the slope, you can see that braced into the hillside itself, there is a taller tower at the back of this fort, peering over it. There is also a second, shorter line of stakes splitting the yard of the fort, so there's kind of like an inner section and an outer section, and at the front of the fort there is a timber gate that is latched there.
So I'm picturing almost like a Motte and Bailey sort of castle, nearly.
But made out of just like wooden stakes, basically sticking out of the earth, and it's not like it's a perfect square or anything. It's quite haphazardly built, shall we say. You can see that in these watchtowers there are they pay no real mind to you because you're just, as far as they know, you're just a bird flying through the air, but you can see that there are people keeping watch there, dressed in kind of like rough shod leathers, and people occasionally walk through the yard in the middle of this fort as well. They have a fire going because it is wearing on to evening now, and the sun is beginning to dip, and the sky is getting darker. But it would appear there is some kind of bandit fort further north. That's what you see.
Okay, I'll snap back to consciousness again. It appears as though we've got some sort of a fort of brigands ahead.
Or nasty kind. Don't like the sounds of them. They might have our supplies.
And probably the gold you're looking for, Lucian.
But they are also in the fort. I don't.
Conspicuously made of wood.
Oh, would you say? That burns well with fire.
I reach into my pack and say, I happen to have some oil.
Wonderful. My suit actually can spray oil.
So, wait, you want to burn all of these people alive in their fort, and then hopefully we can
said
save.
no such thing.
No, I'd like to go maybe figure out if they want to see how my suit works.
But the gatehouse is made of wood.
Lead the way. Lead the way, then, I guess.
Did you, when you were unconscious, what did you perhaps see if there were any carts within the fort or like other things that might have? Okay.
For some people, a bird is a nice snack.
I also I believe that the cart that we was following points to the charred pile. That one right there.
Yes, but I was thinking that maybe like if the people of this fort might have brought their own carts or taken something back to their fort.
Miss Zerafina mentioned that there were footprints leading up north, not
Oh, not cart. That's true.
not cart tracks.
That's true. Well, we can always go look and take a closer look, I guess, and then decide from there.
I think that there is worth a look for sure. I mean, like I said, they might has the pearls that Sybil needs, or
They may. And if they do, I shouldn't think that they'd be best willing to relinquish them. Is this something that you want to try to resolve diplomatically, or are you thinking that you might like to besiege a fort? Or
I think
infiltrate one?
I think it depends on how theirs feeling, sir. We won't decide anything, or we won't know if we stays here and just keep humming and hawsing about it. Let's start walkings.
Yes. I
Okay.
agree.
Okay, so you continue up the trail to the north, and eventually you see basically what Sybil has described to you. You can see that there is a kind of wooden palisade fort. You're at a different angle. You're at a lower angle from obviously where Sybil had seen this through the eyes of Oswin. But you can see that there are these two watch platforms to the south and west. As you approach, you don't approach close enough that you are spotted immediately, but what you can see is this fort laid out in front of you. You imagine that these brigands probably occasionally been waylaying travelers along the road, and Tessimor's driver and Tessimor's caravan has been victim to one of their ambushes. Thus, you would expect that the pearl that you are searching for lies within this fort. However, it is quite well defended. From your vantage point, you can see that these palisade walls appear to have possibly been treated. They're tipped with a black tar-like substance. And Sybil, you imagine that they might not burn as well as you might have hoped. These two watchtowers are manned. You can see that each of them appears to have, at any one time, they have between 1 and 3 individuals looking out from up there. Other than that, the main doors into this fort are closed. There is a larger tower at the back of this fort. It's a fairly large construction. So your options will be either to try to infiltrate it, to just attack it head on, just run in there and just go ape shit.
For the horde!
You could,
If I was normally playing a barbarian, that's what I would be doing.
you could, of course, also retreat and go to Kellen's Watch and look for help. Something like that. Various options. You could try to talk to them. You could try to infiltrate that way. You could try to bargain with them. There's lots of options as to what you could do. But we will revisit those options next time, because now is where we're going to be ending. So thank you for playing, everyone, and thanks for watching, viewers. We will catch you next time. If we want to take on a
fort now, that's going to be like a whole raid.
That's going to be a whole thing. Like this is a little bit early that we're ending. Obviously, normally we'd be going from 1 until 4. But today we've had to start a little bit early because of time zones.
And we didn't take a break.
And we didn't take a break.
True,
Holy shit. Yeah, that's true. We should have taken a break. I completely forgot to take a break. But
it's fine.
But yeah, I think that if we did the fort thing now, like it's not a good time to start a whole infiltration or
we don't want to speed run a fort. We want to take it meticulously.
So a little bit of a less eventful a little bit of a less eventful session
There
this
was some
week, I think,
role-play.
with a lot of role play.
There was
but,
there was a lot of
role-play.
there was a lot of good role playing. I liked it.
Yeah.
Hopefully everyone
Fucking Ski almost ripped us apart.
kind of enjoyed
Oh
it.
my god. I'm not gonna lie. That part where like I was just raging through, it was actually kind of fun to just let him go through
Be
that.
angry. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let him
yeah.
be angry.
Yeah,
And I'm just like,
angry.
what in the world is happening right
Yeah,
now?
that was You're like, I've been with you guys for 2 hours, and what's
Catherine was
happening?
like, just give him his axes,
Give him
right?
his
there.
axe back. It's right there.
It's
What?
Okay. Well,
Wonderful.
thank you for watching. We
Yeah.
will be back in 2 weeks from now with the
Yay.
attack on the fort.
See you again.
We'll see you then.
Siege of the
Goodbye.
fort.
It's Toodaloo.
Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye 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 bye.